Okay, so we're going to dive deeper into the notion of validity. The notion of validity is difficult, and you really need to wrap your mind around it. So I want to encourage students to do two things. First is just have the definition ready in your head. Make a flashcard, just validity. If the premises are true, then the conclusion must be true. If the premises are true, then the conclusion must be true. If the premises are true, then the conclusion must be true. You get that in your head. You can even hear my voice going through your head. Definition number two. It's impossible for the premise to be true and the conclusion to be false. It's impossible for the premise to be true and the conclusion to be false. It's impossible for the premise to be true and the conclusion to be false. Okay, so get that in your head so you can just like spout it off right away. So get that definition down and then try to have in your mind the examples I've given. So like just think about that. Oh, all women are mortal. Socrates was a woman, therefore Socrates is mortal. That's valid, but it has a false premise. So valid arguments can have false premises. Just try to have that, or it's night out. Moon's planet is green, therefore moon has glasses. All true premises and true conclusion, but not valid. Oh, okay, so an argument can have all true premises and a true conclusion, but not be valid. So try to get that in your head and try to just have that example like fresh, so you could quickly say it off the top of your head. Okay, so do that. Think about it. Wrestle with it. Think about it even in the book as we're learning more and working on the various exercises. Okay, now let's just get into our minds. Validity. Okay, so like we just said, validity. Okay, this is the second definition. It's impossible for the premises to be true and the conclusion to be false. The other, it's possible for the premise to be true and at the same time the conclusion to be false. Okay, now if that's true, what's our definition of invalidity going to be? So, invalidity. Okay, when is an argument invalid? Well, for validity, if it's impossible for the premises to be true and the conclusion to be false, for an argument to be invalid is this. Okay, try to think of your own, but you can probably guess what's coming now, which is it's possible for the premises to be true and the conclusion to be false. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So for this one, it's impossible for the premise to be true and the conclusion to be false. If you got the true premises, you're going to get a true conclusion. Okay, it's not possible for it to be otherwise. Invalidity, it is possible for the premise to be true and the conclusion to be false. Meaning, if you have true premises, then it might still be that you get a false conclusion. Okay, so get that into your mind too, what an invalid argument is, as well as a valid argument. Okay, and then we'll go a little more deeper in the next video.